Right. Okay, welcome back to part 2 of episode 29.
Indeed.
That was great to have Nick on, and really appreciate him coming in and chatting to us, because I know he's found things a bit difficult recently, so I'm hoping it was a bit cathartic for him to talk about what he's been doing. But the man has been a one-man kind of machine, with some of the stuff he's done.
Digging at that, he's brilliant.
He's really
The world needs more Nicks.
Absolutely. He's really inspired me as well, because I was doing bits and bobs and then sort of met Nick on Twitter, and he and I chatted a bit, and it's really given me got the bit between my teeth.
Oh, isn't it strange? It's easy to scratch beneath the surface, you said.
Yeah. So, part 2, we're gonna do the same sort of thing as we did last week. We've got a few little more bits to cover.
Yeah.
And just have a more general chat about things. So, news that came out this morning, as I said earlier, I actually listened to the radio for the first time in a long time, and
I can't do it every time I need to ring. I want to ring up, don't I? Every time.
Nick Ferrari dedicated 2 whole hours of his program, and then James O'Brien dedicated an hour of his program, and then Sheila Fogarty also dedicated an hour of her program to Rachel Reeves' letting agency made a mistake. Now, what do you think about this? Because I think it's a nonsense non-story, but it seems to have caught the attention.
I think it's hilarious in an ironic fucking way.
In that respect.
I think it's something and nothing, but equally. You see, we've got a disconnect, haven't we? It used to be the case, probably before you and I hit double figures, I would imagine. But it used to be the case that
12 years ago.
Sniggle. It used to be the case that politicians had to be beyond reproach. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, no,
but
I
it
don't.
was all black and white outside.
Yeah.
And so from that point of view, I think she's an absolute gibbon. You can't look at did the Angela Rayner thing not tip her off that she needs her I's dotted and her T's run?
Yeah.
But other than that, I couldn't give a fuck.
No, it's just
in the grand scheme of things.
Well, I think someone said on the radio today, effectively the Daily Mail have employed, their entire workforce to look at every single member of the Labour cabinet from every angle that they can to find something. And particularly Rachel Reeves, because it's coming up to the budget, right, in a couple of weeks. And they're desperate to land something on her. But this is just smacks of, Keir Starmer having a beer to me. It's just a non-story. It's like, I agree fully that she should have been across the detail of her own letting. But, I also understand that she was, suddenly the Chancellor of the Exchequer, and she moved out of her house and gave it to a letting agency. So I kind of see that there was a little bit
if only she'd had a bit of fucking notice done. Maybe she could have arranged it better.
I know she shouldn't have ever been in this situation. I mean?
She knew she was going to be there, be moving, and she knew when. She had 6 months' notice, and before that, a good few years, if we're all honest.
I agree, but there was one guy they had on called up Nick Ferrari, and Ferrari did not take well to him, because he said, well, I'm a letting agent, a mortgage broker in South London. He was from Croydon, I think. So he said, I know about this stuff. And he said, I rent out flats in, I think, Enfield and Barnet, 2 different council areas of London. And he said in one of them you need this license that Rachel Reeves thought, and the other one you don't. And he said there's so many loopholes.
And he'll have known that because he'll have checked both times. You say that's how. But
then another guy phoned up, and he was literally what did he say it was? A mortgage? No, sorry, a rental law specialist. I don't know. Anyway, and he said he reckons there was thousands of landlords renting their homes out that didn't understand that they had to have these licenses. I'm not excusing it, because she should have been across the detail without a doubt. But is it a sackable offence like the Tories have been claiming to?
I mean, give me a fucking break.
Mel Stride out going, this needs a full investigation. I was like,
you've got to give him his full title.
Sir Mel Stride.
Mass murdering Mel Stride.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And I'm being
That one,
deeply
yeah.
accurate with that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just think they're just clutching at straws to get anything out of this, especially with Rachel Reeves before the budget. So I don't know.
It's
And
going to
then
be
they had
interesting.
Lewis Goodall on going, "This is really bad for the government. It's such a bad look. I mean, it's really." I was like, okay. I've seen worse. I mean, they are still sending arms to Israel. I think that's probably worse than Rachel Reeves forgetting to tick a box on a form.
Do you know what it isn't? Do you know what this isn't?
What?
This isn't a sexual predator being told by police to go away when he's asking where he needs to be deported from.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
not that.
No, it's not that. Yeah, that's true. Did you hear the interview with him? He did an interview on Sky News.
I've not. I can't. No, I've not. Tell me. Do tell. The last interview I saw
Hanish.
was the delivery guy who he'd been asking where he needed to go to, and the delivery guy's like, "I'm delivering a washing machine or whatever, mate. I don't know where you're supposed to go. Go and ask them in there." So he goes and asks the prison officers, "Where are we going? Just leave." But
Yeah.
where am I supposed to go? Just get out. What?
Sky News got an interview with him.
Somebody's head needs to roll for that.
Yeah. Sky News managed to get an interview in Addis Ababa after he got off the plane. And it went out this morning, I think. And the guy said he was really confused. I mean, this guy's a sexual predator, so let's not forget that. But he was saying he approached two police officers and said, "I'm the guy that they're looking for. Look at my face. I'm Hanish Kabatu," or what, I think that's his name. And the police officers told him to go away. The police.
Is that on cam?
I assume so.
That'll be on body-worn cam somewhere.
You think, right? Everything is. But he said, "I'm the man they're looking for. I need to be deported to the police," who then said, "Off you go, son. Go on, off you go. Stop bothering us." It's like, this is catastrophe we used earlier for something else, I think, or maybe before the pod, but that's what that is. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I know.
That's so many levels of failure.
Yeah. Multiple levels going up and up and up. I know. It's crazy.
This country,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's fucked.
Yeah, we're in a bad state, aren't we? But I just looked at my notes, and the next thing on my notes is Elon Musk wants a civil war in the UK again.
He doesn't understand how lazy British people are. I've been trying for 15 fucking years.
I know. But it's like...
Not for a civil war, for, civil rest. But nevertheless, change.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's crazy. I mean, it's just sparked off all the usual right-wing anonymous bullshit accounts from Russia and India.
I think he's got a touch of the Farages, The old,
what do you mean?
"I'm here! Don't forget me!"
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm the richest man in the world, but people still ignore me. So, yeah.
Go away, you mad psychopath, please.
But I put something out yesterday saying, just in case anyone's unclear or worried, where the UK is not about to have a civil war, you can go back to your lunch now. And you should see some of the replies and the reposts and quotes on that. It's absolutely nuts from all these kind of anonymous accounts with kind of union flags and AI pictures in their profile picture on Twitter. They're all like, "Yeah, you wait, any minute now." I'm like, really? As you said 2 seconds ago, British people just could not be fucking asked to get off their... Who's going to do what? And then
I wish I knew what it would take. I've literally, it's one of the many things I've been trying to figure out. How do we get people to fight back? They're too knackered. They're too broke. They're too stressed.
Browbeaten, yeah.
And this is why they're continuing to feed the culture war, because it keeps people fucking exhausted.
Yep. 100%.
You never get anywhere. You're just on the treadmill of trying to survive. You don't have the capacity to stop and go, right, we need to pull together and, people have looked at me like I'm mad when I talk about it. I'm like, do you not understand how much trouble this country is in? We barely own anything left.
No.
The majority of leaseholders are... This reminds me, I mentioned that was annoying me this week. The majority of like leaseholds in this country are foreign owned by investors. That's not good. Right?
It's not right, is it?
But
We sound a bit right wing when we say that, but yeah, it's.
No, I've got no issue with foreign people being here. I've got an issue with like all our wealth being stolen because we need that to survive. You know, it's like
of course, I know what you mean.
Taking a greengrocer's shop away from him. Where's he going to sell his wares? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
That was a weird. Anyway,
it's a good phrase. I liked it.
I was trying to have a bit of time out on YouTube this week, watching some of me Nosy Parker videos. People going exploring abandoned buildings.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I struggle to find things that don't make me angry, Don, because what I basically did was watch for a few hours mansion upon abandoned mansion upon abandoned mansion being left to rot, many in central London, owned by the likes of the people we were talking about with Nick earlier, just left as investments because they don't have to pay tax on them. They accrue value, and then they've got that much money they can just come along, knock it down, rebuild something fabulous, sell it, make an absolute mint. But until they can be bothered doing that, these houses are sitting empty for decades. James Corden owns 45 acres in Henley and a 10-bed mansion that he's trying to get planning permission to rebuild like some sort of mansion of his own to get rid of what's there, even though it's like mad, incredible house of people's dreams. I mean, not my taste, but you know.
Yeah. And James Corden, as in off the telly, James Corden.
Yes, who lives in America. He's got 45 acres in Henley.
Fucking hell. Jesus.
Just sitting there, gathering dust as an investment, because obviously he hasn't got enough money yet, as all of these multi-millionaires who are leaving abandoned properties all around the country have.
I think Elon Musk's got a point then, right? Not for the reasons he thinks, but like a revolution should occur in this country because...
But it's the patriarchy we need to revolt against because they're keeping the status quo intact for their own benefit.
The whole thing's out of kilter and upside down, where people on a good... 20 years ago, if you earned... Oh, here's something. So Nick Ferrari said something the other day about... What did he say? Oh, no, I'm going to forget it now. But anyway, I put a tweet out. Oh, yeah, it was about the increase of benefits in line with inflation. And he was up in arms, like, how dare people on benefits get an extra 4%?
Only fair thing that happens to us, so up yours, Ferrari.
But he earns like just shy of £1 million a year, that man, right? And I did the calculations, and I think the 4% inflation rise, if he got it, would net him an extra £37,000 a year, which is the average salary, apparently.
Well, it's double what somebody on like full disability benefits gets. Double.
Yeah. But then we're so...
A month, obviously. Sorry,
What's the word I'm trying to find?
God, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
Month, that'd be nice, Christ.
I said something on Twitter the other day about... They were talking about how £50,000 a year is not a high salary. And I said, what? And I said, this is just London snobbery. It was on LBC probably. And I just said, come out of London, go north, go west, and ask someone what 50 grand a year is. They'd be like, we'll never get to 50 grand a year, the majority of people that live in the north or the west or in Wales or Northern Ireland or Scotland. 50 grand a year is a big salary still to it.
I could live very comfortably on 50 grand a year. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, exactly.
Like Disneyland.
But so many people in my replies going, oh, you don't know anything. 50 grand a year is nothing nowadays. If you've got kids, you can't afford to live on 50 grand. Fuck off. Seriously. We're so rotated in our sort of, the way we look at money and the economy.
What? It's funny. Because yesterday I spoke to a couple of friends who couldn't be more polar opposite type of people. One of them, very working class, who's got a son at university who is struggling with his mental health. Just given up a job because he couldn't cope with it with his mental health on top of his studies. And didn't have a pot to piss in. So he rang his mum, whose salary is supported by Universal Credit, working for KFC.
Yeah, exactly.
And she ended up buying him shopping on Tick, on the Never
Yeah.
Never, online. Conversely, I
So sad,
have
isn't it?
a middle-class friend whose son is in his mid-30s, who I think he got made redundant, and he's job hunting, and just the utter dystopia of it all is crippling him with depression.
Mm.
And she's having to pay for him. She's a pensioner, and she's sending him HelloFresh.
Yeah.
And this is literally from your very sort of, is it John Cleese sketch, isn't it? They're your two first people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been saying for years, it'll reach the middle classes and then they will go absolutely nuts and then it'll all be fine, except they don't seem to be reacting much.
No.
I'm not speaking about the
they're
people
not.
I know, but, nothing's changed. It's just more people are being added to the Tory death slide that started 15 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just think the voices that we hear are the wrong voices. We're just hearing, because the media is so right-wing, like heavy, we're just hearing people from London or the southeast who genuinely don't think that 50 grand's very much money, and probably it isn't.
Well, it isn't in London. That's the difference.
No, that's what I'm saying. It isn't. No,
Mm.
I've got lots of friends in the southeast, and 50 grand a year is not. I mean, it's not a bad wage, but it's not.
I was on. How long ago did I move? How old's my son? Why am I asking you?
19, isn't he?
Yeah. So 20 years ago, I was on just over 30 grand. 20 years ago in London.
Well,
I
that was a
couldn't
good
get 30
wage.
grand round here now. Yeah, but I was
No,
executive PA. I wasn't like...
Yeah.
I've got skills, mate. I'm just having to relearn them again.
Yeah. No, I just think
Computers have
the
changed.
whole... Yeah, they have a bit. I just think the whole way we're viewing society is completely upside down and on its arse. We're looking at everything all wrong. As you said, like before, on that John Cleese or the Monty Python thing, where the guy at the top, which is John Cleese, I think, isn't it, the end one? They're the ones, if in relation to size, he would be like 19 feet tall now.
Is it Barker and Corbett as well, isn't it?
That's right. It is. It's Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett. Yeah, you're right. That's it. But Ronnie Corbett would be like about an inch high, and John Cleese would be about 19 feet tall in terms of...
It would be on top of a fucking cliff.
Discrepancy in where they are now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the one in the middle would probably be much more closer to the smaller end now as well. But they're just, I don't know, we're just fucked. There's nothing right about what's happening. Not when you have to pay £10 for a pint of lager in a pub, or
if there's one thing I can tell you, the only thing more expensive than being poor is being poor and having a very absent mind. And both things are shit.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah.
Depressing. Anywho, did you read Carol Decker's tweet?
I replied to it.
Did you?
It actually, for me, it actually got some pickup, because I've gone back for a minute, but no, that people seem to appreciate what I said to her.
Oh, there you are,
having more confidence and talent.
Yeah. You have more confidence than talent, and that is very much apparent. See, that's a good lyric. She could use that as a lyric.
She might nick it, and if she does, we'll take her to the cleaner.
Screenshot it. But, I mean, it's just...
Oh, she's just a ridiculous idiot. An irrelevant, ridiculous idiot.
So for people who don't know, that maybe
You'd
younger...
think she was Kathy fucking Dennis, the way she was talking.
Yeah, Kathy Dennis is properly talented.
Yeah?
Did you see our Twitter friend posted a video earlier, Jenny Wren, Jenny called her, but she's...
I know Jen Wren, but I haven't seen what she's posted. I saw Zombie Pod.
Posted...
Oh, no, that was George Finch, wasn't
it? The young Bob. But no, Jenny had put a video up of Carol Decker on stage in the distance. It must have been at a festival. And someone going, "Fuck off, Carol! Fuck off, Carol!" over and over again. It turns out it was actually Jenny. She recorded the video and it was her shouting it at Carol Decker. I'll find it and put a link because it's brilliant. Um, just hilarious. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Carol Decker was the lead singer of a band in the 80s called Tapao. They had a couple of songs. One was quite big, China in Your Hand. But Carol Decker's very far right nowadays, very reform. And she put, I'm not even going to read it out because I don't
very
like
silly.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, she dropped the C-bomb 5 times and she wrote, I'm a wordsmith. I write songs.
No, you're not.
Vocabulary. I'm a wordsmith. I write songs. Vocabulary is my trade. But the only word I can come up with that describes Labour is C words. And if she's got no... a wordsmith spelt wrong, punctuated incorrectly.
She's got no commas and wrong. I didn't even...
No, she didn't. Sorry. No, she didn't spell it wrong. No, she just hyphenated it wrong. So it was word space hyphen Smith. I don't know, whatever. But she can't. The fact that she's bigging herself up.
She's mad. She's actually mad.
It was posted last night at some point. So, I mean, I just said it's the latest edition of far right fanatics drunk tweeting. It's in the vein of...
This is the woman who went mental at Waitrose because she bought a fish pie that had pollock in it and then got home and realised it had pollock in it. And that was like the worst thing that happened to her that week. Do you know what I mean? And she lost her mind. So I don't think she's all that rational.
No. Is she the what? Does she quite often post about the bottle tops being attached to bottles as well? Is she one of them? I think.
Oh, I don't know.
You know,
I'll do my best to avoid her.
Yeah, I just thought it was quite funny that she's just talking about herself, saying she's a wordsmith and I write songs. Vocabulary is my trade, but she hasn't put a single comma. Full stop.
I wish I had half of her confidence.
I know, this is it.
It's incredible.
I know. But they're everywhere.
Double my talent.
Yeah, exactly. So what else have you got to talk about this week?
2 things. I'll start with a question, which I suspect I know the answer to.
Go on.
Have you ever heard of somebody called Sammy Hamdy Don?
Now, I'm going to say no, but you asked me this before we started recording, and I couldn't remember. But as the pod's gone on, I've actually remembered who it is, but I think most people won't have, so... Yeah.
And is that not, in your opinion, fucking disgraceful? Because Sammy Hamdy, people, is a British Asian journalist who has gone over on a speaking tour to America, where he's been many times before. Indeed, he spent 2024 telling people not to vote for Biden because of Gaza, right? Mm-hmm. So he's anti-Biden all 2024. He's gone over. He's offered his opinion up on Israel because he's meeting with, and I'm sorry, I have written it down. I put myself on the wrong page like a big tip. He's gone to visit the Council on American Islamic Relations and went to a gala and did a speech. And then he was due to do one a few days later because he's popping all, around different cities. And then Laura Loomer decided that she didn't like the cut of his jib and what he was saying. And she bragged openly that she reported him to the president, whereby they decided Homeland Security would go and arrest him, take him into custody while he's on an official visa that they gave him. They didn't revoke it and deport him. They put him in ICE prison, where he's going to be held for 2 to 3 weeks before he's going to be allowed a hearing. That is kidnapping. And our government and our journalists are doing nothing. This is the Stasi.
Yeah, completely is. 100%.
It's literally Nazism.
Yeah. They're just rounding up brown people and just putting them in prison for no reason. That's literally what it is. I know. I did it.
So angry with our press.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I Googled his name a minute ago, just as we were chatting, and there is about 4 articles one from the Guardian, one from the BBC, but the rest are from like the Middle East Eye and places like that. Like as you say, the UK press are not looking
Not
at
a
it at
fucking
all.
peep.
Not
Nothing.
interested. No, it's crazy. And
the man
yeah,
is in
British
prison
citizen.
for doing nothing wrong.
I know. What's Starmer doing though? This is the problem. I mean, he'll
But
just
they're
go,
all
oh
just
well.
completely like, it's not happening, blah, blah. We can't see it. We can't hear it.
But it's like the question in PMQs earlier when I can't remember who it was, Colin Tickle or whatever you said his name was, asked about what's he doing to sort of stop the bombing, and he said we have to sit back and abide by Trump's peace deal, and Trump's peace deal was fucking shredded last week when
Within
Israel
hours.
started bombing Gaza again. Yeah, literally within hours. But when they started flying over the Gaza Strip and bombing the shit out of it again, but apparently nobody's talking about that. And Starmer's going, oh, don't worry, it's just Trump's peace deal needs time. No, that's wrong. That's bullshit. Also, you've got a British citizen who's just been kidnapped by fucking ICE, as you say, and being held in prison for no reason other than the colour of his skin. It's just fucking mental.
For speaking negatively about Israel, well, that's not illegal.
Yeah, God, do you know next week the New York mayoral election takes place, and Zohran Mamdani is nailed on. He's going to be the next mayor of New York.
I'm going to have to do a thing here. Sorry, but you know
what you doing?
And not even for his face and his shape, for his bearing in with Andrew Cuomo. Oh my God, it was sexy. Oh God, he was so good. But we've been bereft of that for like so long. When you hear it, a bit like when Nick did his work and like revealed Farage, I'm just all like, getting a bit hot and flustered here.
Anyone listening on Spotify, you should head over to YouTube. No, just head over to YouTube. It's really not worth it. Sal's reaction. But yeah, he's going to be the mayor of New York.
Thing.
It was. But what's going to happen? I still think Trump's going to put a stop to it somehow. I just got this feeling, like this Sammy Hamdy thing is nuts, and we can see what's happening in America. Trump's off in Asia doing his little tour. The government's shut down. Xi
Jinping's doing a smashing job of making him look like a knobhead, so that's great.
Well, he is, but he's managed to get reduction on tariffs, hasn't he? So, whilst Trump's increasing tariffs on Canada,
I mean, it's a game of ping pong, and it was ever thus.
Oh yeah, true. But
and bear in mind, Trump really doesn't have many legs to stand on because China own America effectively, economically.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair.
But yeah, they're just like, they don't give him an inch. They give him no praise. They don't say anything. No. He's literally just going through the motions and obviously, visibly, knowingly going through the motions. It's hilarious.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, nice.
Did you see him in Japan? I saw a clip, and he was walked past the flag. The
Japanese guy's a dude, isn't he? Though.
No, he was with a woman, and I can't remember.
Oh no, it's the ambassador that's the dude. Our Japanese ambassador's boss, isn't he?
He walked past. There was a US flag and a Japanese flag, and the lady he was with, they walked up to the US flag, and Trump did a stupid salute to it. He was away with
the fairies, wasn't he?
And then the Japanese lady stopped to bow to the Japanese flag, and Trump was obviously supposed to, political decorum and all that. But he just kind of wandered off. No, he just wandered off she was like looking around going, what's going on? Trump's walked away, as you said, away with the fairies.
The right one. I didn't see her bow. I just saw him wandering around like he was lost in a residential home.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. He was supposed to bow to the flag as well, or at least wait for her. But he just pissed off and just walked around, like you said, as if he was looking for the toilets in his care home. Mad, crazy old man. And then my next thing about Trump I wrote was he put out a ridiculous post on Truth Social last night saying that America, we've got all the best nuclear weapons. We're going to start testing nuclear weapons again, which hasn't been happening for 40 years because, world peace and all that, perestroika, all that sort of stuff.
Oh, so the fish are going to get it now?
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's going to start doing a fat Korean twat thing. I forget his name.
Exactly. Stop.
My brain. Kim Jong Knob.
Kim Jong Un. Yeah.
Knob.
But yeah, so Trump's now apparently going to break all the sort of global protocols around nuclear weapons and start testing again. Doesn't fill me with hope. But anyway.
Why are there no ethical assassins?
Well, like ethical hackers.
Just asking questions.
Yeah, just asking some questions. And I got two other things about America because, just on the Zohran Mamdani thing, Bill de Blasio, the Times of London put out a story, I think it was on Saturday, about how Bill de Blasio withdrew his support for Mamdani, and it was completely fabricated. It was made up. And Bill de Blasio went mad, as you would expect. And he said, I want to be 100% clear. The story in the Times of London, the Times, is entirely false and fabricated. They made
Paper
up.
record.
Sorry?
Paper record, yeah.
Yeah.
Legacy
but
journalism.
They've made this story up that Bill de Blasio had retracted his support for Mamdani, which was not true. And
which
turns
paper
out.
Is this again? Sorry.
Which paper?
Yeah.
The Times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you seem to be surprised that they fabricated a story. That's confusing me. We get it every fucking day.
I know, but it was a 2,000-word op-ed about Bill de Blasio withdrawing his support for Mamdani, and it was just apparently. Now I don't know. I haven't checked the source on this, but someone put a post out saying that the reporter credited for this made-up story had just used AI, ChatGPT, to write an article in the Times about Bill de Blasio.
Yeah.
It's
nothing surprises me anymore.
I know you're not surprised. I was shocked and stunned by it because it's just fucking mad. But I don't know.
We've entered a different realm of human behaviour. People, as you and I know, because we're the opposite, there are people walking around out there talking absolute nonsense and making a fortune off it. I don't have that ability to be that repulsive and backwards human being.
Yeah.
Because it's so counter to what makes a good society. But they don't care because it's all about them in their heads.
Yeah, definitely.
And speaking about it's all about them in their heads. Sorry, did you not finish?
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, the other thing is just about the US government being in shutdown still. It's going into week 4 now, or it's just coming out of week 4.
How long before people start starving to death?
Next week. That'll happen from next week.
That's
not
joking.
What I was going to say. No, that's what I was coming on to. That's exactly what I was about to say. Because of the government shutdown. Because it does sound
like something that should be a fucking joke, doesn't it?
It does. Because of the government shutdown, people in America who receive food stamps, i.e., the government helps them because they can't afford to buy food. That will stop next week.
Makes me so fucking angry.
I know. And Trump's off swanning around fucking Asia talking about tariffs with Xi Jinping. And he's going to have people in his own country starving from next week because they can't afford to eat. And it's just.
But you know what's worse?
Disgusting.
The worst thing is having been through it in this country for over a decade.
Yeah.
The people largely, it'll only be a handful of lefties in America that give a fuck about it. Most people will just be like, oh, well, I'm all right, Jack, fuck everyone else. Because that's how it drives society into being so insular and only concerned about your own 4 walls. And that's how it breaks down when we stop caring about each other. And that's exactly why they're doing it, and they're fucking winning, and it makes me furious.
Yeah.
So,
it's intentional. That's the problem, and that's, as you said, they're doing it on purpose. Trump is doing this on purpose. It's Project 2025, like we spoke about
How
earlier.
are they not psychopaths? Why do people laugh at me when I say they're a psychopath? Like I'm calling them a bad name. It's an actual technical scientific label.
Yeah, 100%. They are.
They are
absolutely
parasitic to humanity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
It's just
but it's
happening,
and it's something that doesn't need to happen, and no one's doing anything. Again.
I know. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know where it goes from here, but they have to. I don't know. I just don't know what's going to play out. Let's hope something turns up next week, but I don't see much happening, because I think Trump's engineered this with his backroom staff and people like wannabe Nosferatu Stephen Miller, who is literally a Nazi in a grey suit, and
these people, man, are just
evil.
Unfettered
very,
capitalism
very,
has got so much to answer for.
I know. Right, let's move away from that, because it is quite sad.
I've got one last thing that's...
Yeah, I'm done. That's my last. So yeah,
I mean, this is something I'm slightly less furious about.
Go on, I've got one other thing, but you can...
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm slightly less furious, but not by much.
Go on.
I was quite surprised to, you know how, like, the Your Party fiasco happened, and I thought, I'm going to step away and observe, because they seem like they couldn't organise a piss-up in a fucking brewery, and have missed the greatest golden window the left has ever had in the history of politics.
Mm-hmm.
They had an opportunity to change everything, and they fucked it with ego. Worse than that now, the 3 trustees that set up the MOU company that looks after all the memberships and the monies and what have you, which was run by Andrew Feinstein, Jamie Driscoll and Beth Winter, the 3 of them have resigned today from Your Party completely because they think it's just a joke. And they think this because after the 2... I don't even know what to call them, the 2 rollouts of membership or whatever. They officially contacted Your Party and said, right, okay, now you've set up, we want to transfer all of this over to you lot. Now you've got a set up organisation. We've done our bit being the caretakers while you were setting up, I guess. 28th of September, they wrote to them. And are we now? 30th of October. And
just about November.
All of them except Zara Sultana refused to take ownership of the memberships and the funds. So it now transpires they're leaving. Zara's now taking it all over on her own. Your Party apparently are going to take legal action against the trio, describing them as rogue founders, quote unquote. And they're a gang of arseholes who had an opportunity, swerved it, and can get fucked for the minute, because I'm so angry with them for what they've done.
Yeah.
So angry. Good people shouldn't be this egotistical.
Well, you'd think. I know.
Yeah. So I'm just... Go, Zach.
Yeah.
I was right with my first membership, and I'll be sticking with it.
Yeah, it's such a fucking balls up, that is, from start to finish. It's just everything they've done is just terrible.
What happened to competency? Where did it go to die?
Well, as you said a minute ago, they had this opportunity to come in at a time where they could have seriously made an impact and made a difference, but they've just it's unbelievable how badly they've organized it and how everything's played out. It's just nuts. So yeah, I've just realized there's 2 things we have to talk about. One,
yeah, my handmade puppies, everybody. I do red
watching
also.
Yes, Sal sent me some in the post, and they're really nice. They're lovely. They're fantastic, kind of crafted. Are they resin? Is that what it's made out of?
Yeah, they're handmade from resin in a stage. Their process that only takes about 5,600 stages. But they're pretty. So I'm doing them for £7.50, including P&P. And if anybody wants one, hit me up online somewhere.
Yeah,
like I say,
Sal, they're really cool.
Purple for the animals, white for peace, or normal red, and different designs. So
yes, yeah. So do that. Contact Sal for that. And then the last thing I'm going to finish on, and I think we're good to announce this, right?
Yeah.
Because we were contacted in the week by a group called Patriotic Millionaires UK, who you may have heard of on the radio. They're always on the radio, and Lisa, the spokesperson, is often on LBC. And they're a group of wealthy individuals who would like to make a difference to the UK by paying more tax. tax them and not the poorest in society, and that's their whole ethos. I mean,
they've given me hope for years then.
Right. And so Sal and I both got a message from Lisa at Patriotic Millionaires in the week asking us if we'd come to their event and cover their event as a podcast, which of course we were very excited about and both said yes.
I thought they just said come along.
No,
because we're doing it. We're doing it separately, aren't we?
Well, she said we wondered if Sally and yourself would be interested in coming down to meet us and cover the visit.
She thought that we did this on Zoom, both living in Stroud.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm in Merseyside, but I'm happy to travel. And she said, oh, we're coming to Liverpool now. Smashing. So yeah, we're going to go and lend our support to the Patriotic Millionaires, those fabulous people.
And we'll be getting some videos and some interviews. And I know in Stroud they've got Dale Vince coming and economist Stephen Kinsella. So it'd be good to meet Lisa and Dale Vince and anyone else that's down there with them. They're giving out free chocolate, which is pretty cool, on their Tax the Rich bus. I think it says they're going to have a bus that says, tax us, the super rich, proud to pay, here to stay. That's their slogan.
Oh, I love that. That's cracking rhyming, that.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Carol Decker should take note. And they're gonna give out free chocolate, and they're just gonna have an event, and we're gonna be at them, and we're gonna cover it with them.
Yeah,
which is very,
on the 12th of
exciting.
November. So if we'll put out a link near the time when we get one.
Is that the Merseyside one? Is that Liverpool?
Well, it's Whistles. What? Isn't it a one-day thing?
I've got Stroud on the 17th.
Have I made a boo-boo? I think I'm rid of...
Oh, have you? Uh-oh.
Right? And I can't even work out if it's mental or not, so I'm going to tell you what I've done, and then you can laugh or not, because my brain's offline.
Go on.
I thought they were doing it all in one day, but in hindsight, they did say it was Scotland to London. So I don't know what in their hypercar. Yeah. I had the hyperbus. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, their tour starts on the 12th of November in Scotland, it says, so down to London, and they're in Stroud, I know for a fact, on the 17th, which is the one I'm definitely going to be at. So Sal's got the flying bus. I mean, they're rich, but they're not that rich.
Oh God, you see, it's really hard living with this brain.
Yeah.
Such an idiot.
They're going to send us, thankfully, they're going to send us an itinerary next week, so we'll know more.
In other news listeners, I don't know when they're coming to Liverpool.
No, they're going to send us the itinerary. So we shall know. But it's really cool bit of news for us as a podcast and just generally, you know.
Oh, yeah, it does say they're in Stroud. No, we're doing it in the hall in the one day.
No.
I thought they were going to have to make the stopped clip.
Yeah. Got 5 minutes in Stroud. Can you be in Stroud for 5 minutes? Oh, no, Sal's lost it.
It's all you can do. Oh, God, I started sweating. Oh.
Well, right. On that happy and joyous note of imaginary flying buses.
All round the 4 seasons of emotions today, haven't we? Don't know what that means, either. It's probably time to go.
It's cool. Yeah, I think we're going to knock it off now, because that was a good bit of news to finish. And yeah, we'll be there with bells on, basically, with the Patriotic Millionaires. So.
I'll have to get the date right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, on that hilarity bombshell.
Please like, share, subscribe, and thank you if you're still here.
Please do. Send us an email if you want to discuss anything. We'll read it out and we'll talk about it. No holds barred at Proton. No, scratch that. No holds barred pod at proton.me. If you want to get involved, that'd be great. Yep. And other than that, have a fantastic weekend. And
indeed. Enjoy, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.